Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how I made this graduation fan. Now I am going to use one of my graduation templates inside of Canva. If you want to see how I do it, stay tuned. Okay, so the first step is to grab the template from my graduation toolkit. Now if you have this, it is under the orange and blue graduation bundle. From there, it's going to bring up this first template right here, which is your fan template. Now, to customize your template, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the image and you're just going to hit delete. From there, you can go over to uploads and you can import the image of your graduate. I'm just going to use this one here as an example. The next step is to remove the background, and then you can reposition the image on the template. Okay, so the next thing is to change the name. If you want to change the name, which I'm sure you do, you're going to go ahead and double click on the name and type in the name that you want. Okay, so if the name of your graduate is a little bit longer than what you see here, you can move it up, you can resize it, make it smaller, make it bigger, just move it however you need to, because you're going to cut off anything that's on the outside. Now if you want to change the colors on this, you can go and let's say that we want to make this a green. I'm just going to pick a color. You just change it like that. You're going to click on the text, click on the text color, and then choose the color that you want. Same goes for class of. We're just going to change that to green. And if we want to change the outline, you click effects and then you're going to go to outline. It's going to have this color, and let's change it to maybe a purple, just so you can see that I've changed it. Alright, and if you want to change the color in the background, you would do the same thing. We're just going to go to position and layers, and we're going to make sure that we're actually clicked on the background, and then from here you can decide what color you want to use. I'm going to go ahead and do a green color. Now that image was actually didn't allow for the color change, but you can still change it by going to elements, and I'm going to type in green background. Now it's going to bring up all of these options. I'm just going to choose one. Now from here I'm going to go back to position, and I'm going to take that green background and move it all the way to where the orange background is right there. And then I'm going to duplicate it and do the same thing, bring it all the way down. And then I'm going to get rid of the orange by just hitting delete. And from here you can move the background images so that it fits the way that you want to on the page. Okay, and that's just a quick example of how you can edit your text, your colors, and import your image. Now I'm going to default back to what we originally had. Now I'm going to show you, if you want to add a border around this image, how you do that. Now when I printed mine out, I didn't, but I'm going to show you how you can add your border. Okay, so first you're going to go over to share, and then you're going to hit download. You want it as a PNG with a transparent background, and you're just going to do the current page and hit download. Once that has downloaded, you're going to go over in Canva to uploads, and you're going to upload your file. Now I am going to duplicate this page so you can see exactly the steps that you'll need to do. So I'll click this, duplicate page. I'm going to get rid of everything on here so it's blank. Now I'm going to drag over the PNG with the transparent background. Okay, now I'm going to resize it on the page so it fits. From here I'm going to go over to edit, and then I'm going to go down to shadows, and I want to do an outline, and you'll see there it put a black outline around the image. Now you can change the color by going down here, and let's change it to maybe an orange color. All right, and that will give you an outline that you can use to cut out your image. Now from this step you have two options. You can print directly from your printer at home. Make sure you're using glossy photo paper, or you can do the second option, which I had to choose because my printer's not working, is I printed at CVS as a glossy photo print. Now I'm going to show you the first step. If you're printing at home, you're going to make sure that you hit share, download. This time you do not need it as a PNG. You're going to choose PDF print because that's best for printing. You're going to flatten the PDF so that it prints as one image and it doesn't have all of the elements that we have on the page. So choose flatten. You're going to select your current page, and then you're going to choose CMYK. If you don't, it's fine. It'll still print okay, but you'll choose that. It's best for printing, and then you're going to download it. If you are doing the other option and you want to print at CVS, what you'll do is you'll hit share, download, you'll go back to PNG, do not need a transparent background, and you're just going to download. Once you have your download, you're going to go over to CVS, you're going to hit prints, and then you're going to go to print and enlargement. And from there, you're going to upload your photo. I already have this one imported, so I'm just going to add it to the order. From here, you're going to choose the 8x10. And you want to make sure that it fits inside of the frame, which this one does. And then you're going to choose Glossy. And you're going to use any promo codes that they have available so that it'll bring the price down. All right, so let's move on to the next step, which is the assembly. Okay, so what you'll see in this step is that I have my items. I have my photo print, and then I'm also going to have my cardstock. Now you can use different types of cardstock. You can use the shimmery cardstock. I just had this one on hand, which was the orange that you're going to see towards the end of the video. And also you'll want translucent type of shiny paper. Now I didn't put that on top of this one, but I would suggest you do the laminate so that it makes your fan waterproof. From there you have the popsicle sticks and the scissors and glue. Okay, what you'll see here is that I'm just lining everything up so I can go ahead and put the glue on. If I was using the vinyl sticker paper, I would have put that on first on top of my photo print. But from this step, you're just going to put the glue on the back of your photo paper. Make sure that you leave space at the end so that you can insert your popsicle stick. That's why I'm doing that square in the middle so that I don't put glue right there. All right, so the next step is to make sure that you press that down and get that nice and smooth. I would suggest that you use a squeegee so that it lays flat onto the cardstock. And then once you have that, you'll want to go ahead and start cutting it out. All right, so next, once you finish cutting it out, we want to go ahead and find that pocket that we created so that we can insert our popsicle stick. So once you find that, you want to make sure that it's there and it hasn't been glued together. And then you're going to go ahead and start putting the glue on the front and the back and the sides of your popsicle stick. And then you're going to insert that into our fan. And then you'll want to press down, and it recommends that you wait at least 5 minutes, but read the instructions to make sure that it is fully dried and that your fan is secure. And that is it. That is your fan. Now I will insert a clip of the fan with the vinyl laminate sticker paper on top. Now I did add that after I'd already cut my fan out, so it doesn't lay as smooth as it should, but that will give you an idea of what it will look like if you add the laminate. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to grab the templates, be sure to click the link. I'll put it in the description box. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.